Hi, it's James from Hidden Depths Coaching. So we've made it, that's the 5th day now. This is the last day of my 5-day workshop. And what an amazing and interesting journey these, the first 4 days have been. And, you know, actually to see where everybody was yesterday, you know, I couldn't have even hoped for that, for them to get to that place in the 5th day. So I just know today's going to be a very, very, very good day. And you know, there were 12 people on this 5-day workshop, and it was always going to be that number. And the reason is you don't want it to be too much, because we were really going deep into people's pasts, and to say that I've seen people change, I've not actually just said I've changed. I've seen people transform into who they really are, and it's really amazing to see. And this full workshop was just created through myself. You know, it was my 9 years of everything that I've been to, everything that I've done, and my perception and how it all works. And I just sat myself in a room and wrote it all down, and all the questions I asked myself, and all the realizations that I get, and you know, I put it together, and everybody's followed the process, and the result has come out, and it's been absolutely fantastic. So, you know, the last day is on truth and understanding. So what is truth and understanding? Well, firstly, the only person you can ever be truly truthful with is yourself. You know, you can be very truthful with others, but 100% truthful is within yourself. So truth is when you finally wake up. It's when you finally realise that you're not this poor little me, this defenceless person that's, you know, getting attacked. But, you know, I can see how everybody gets to that. You get on this hamster wheel of life. And basically just to make you understand, when you're born, we're all born this diamond, this perfect being, and then, you know, you go through these core emotions. You know, first of all, appreciation, and then you get a bit of freedom. You know, even as a young age, you're trying to find out where you want to go, and then you start to own yourself, and then you find this love for who you are, and throughout your life you start giving that away, and before you know it, you're into all these habits, and then these habits start controlling your life. And then you think you can never ever get off this wheel. And the truth is, at one point you're going to wake up. And what I got people to realise is all the times that they went through their biggest challenges is when they had their most faith, because they get through that. And they don't realise that. So, and if more people realise that, they would realise how powerful they really are. So eventually you wake up, and then when you wake up, this is awareness. You look back in your life, the good and the bad, and you appreciate it, because it's made you into who you are now. And then you take responsibility of your life, and you know, responsibility is just deciding, you know, what do you want to do, you know. And I always say, you know, when you take responsibility, you've got to look after yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. And then when you do that, you know, you decide to be a nice person, but you don't need to take any shit. You know, you can be nice, but you don't need to just get picked on or please people. You start to decide that you can only do things for yourself. And then when you get to this place, you start to then look at creating something new, a new you, a different life, different goals, different dreams. And for the first time, you're actually saying, it's for me. You know, this is for me. And then as you're doing that, you want to make sure that what you see, the person you see is slightly better than what you expect. Because it's high expectations that put too much effort on us. So I'm always trying to see myself being just a bit better than what I am. And I just keep going for that and going for that. And that's why I keep creating new workshops, because, you know, like in everything in life, you know, in any relationship, and that's all we've got is relationships. If it's not growing, it's decreasing. Things never stay the same. Contentment's a thing that we all think we want, but as soon as we get it, it'll either slip down to boredom or you move it up. And that's where it is. You've got to get to a bit where, you know, you always can see yourself just being slightly better than what you are. Just always see that, and then aim towards it, and make sure that expectation level doesn't go above that. And then you will find out that truth and understanding is really just being the person that you want to be, owning the person that you want to be, and, you know, doing what you want. And as long as you're a nice person, then what's fucking wrong with that? So that's where everybody will leave here today. They'll all leave here, you know, appreciating their past, you know, actually dissolving the motherfucker, just getting rid of it, it's done. And then they'll leave here deciding what they want to be, and then they'll make sure they always, you know, do the work for that, but they always just see themselves a wee bit better, and then just keep aiming for that every single day. So that, my friends, is truth and understanding. So Hidden Depths is what a year it's been for it, and I'm really delighted that everybody's been sharing my stuff. You know, I can't see really any more one-to-ones, so that's why I've started this process. And what I'd say to you, if you really want to start taking control of your life, then get on it. Go to a one-day seminar. It's only one day. I'll tell you if it's for you after that. Then when you go to the 2-day workshop, you'll start to understand things like laws of attraction. And again, if that's really for you, it's just a layer at a time, then you'll decide that the 5-day workshop's for you. And if you follow that 3-step process, you know, you will 100% know exactly who you want to be. Then you've got the job of going ahead and doing it, but you'll have the tools, because they give you a lot of tools that will help you along your way. So listen, look out, I'll get future dates out today. I'm going to book them all with the event just now, so I'll get that done, and I'll get the dates out later for my next like 1-2 days, and I've got another 2 day on the 10th and the 11th of September, and then I'm going to plan, I think my next 5-day will be November, which you will, because it'll be too much for you if you've not done the 1 day and the 2 day. Or if you've been to one-to-one coaching, then you'd be ready for that. All right, so you can get all of that on www.hiddendepthscoaching.com. So if you've followed me all week, thanks for that. I've been getting a bit come to this video screen every day, but I said I would do it, so I've got it done. All right, so I hope you got something out the 5 days yourself if you followed the process. All right, have a cracking weekend. All right, speak soon. Bye.